Why Tinubu must not be investigated in isolation by Obinna Akukwe. Bola Tinubu, the Jagaban of Bogu Emirates, must not be investigated in isolation for the bullion van he kept in his residence in Lagos. To induce his foot soldiers to work hard for the re-election of incumbent President Buhari, if the scam called Nigerian elections will not be exposed, Bola Tinubu, the East-wide governor of Lagos State, kept 2 bullion vans in his residence, each estimated to hold 2 billion naira, $5 million, to ensure that his party gent keep to their own side of the story and protect the vote of President Buhari in the 2019 election. The Tinubu billion van has sparked controversy, and many have called for the prosecution of the strongman of Lagos. Since the anti-graft body refused to prosecute him over the billion van in his residence, many have called Buhari's anti-corruption campaign a hypocritical exercise. I do not share in the Tinubu bullion van controversy because the content in that bullion van is not up to 5 billion naira. Yet, the politicians spent over 1.6 trillion in the just concluded general elections, and Tinubu bullion van content is just 0.25%. The tiny fraction Nigerian politicians wasted in the 2019 polls. In my last piece titled 2023, Why Tinubu Must Not Be Dumped by Buhari, I stated that President Buhari should maintain his neutrality in the Tinubu fight with cabals within the north, dissent within his own Yoruba camp, and agitation for overdue Igbo presidency. The Tinubu affair should be handled carefully. Let him not be abandoned by Buhari. Let other contenders and interests for the 2023 presidency be equally accommodated within the context of emerging realities without necessarily making a mockery of Tinubu. Else, the entity called All Progressive Congress is headed for explosion. Before delving into the general election, I monitored Anambra 2017 polls and knew that over 30 billion was spent on that election. Otto Eze, the influential billionaire, spent over 5 billion naira on the APC governorship candidate. APC governors belatedly mobilized over 2 billion for Tony Nwoye on the eve of 2017 Anambra polls. Best Western Hotel in Awka had over 2 billion naira in cash, which the APC candidate doled to party agents. Local government chairman got 80 million naira each same night for 21 local governments, amounting to over 1.6 billion naira. Yet there was no single bullion van anywhere within the vicinity of the hotel. Governor Obiano and wife supervised the disbursement of over 2 billion naira to party officials on the eve of the election and monitored by a friend from the governor's lodge. Yet no bullion van was sighted in the premises. I know those settled on the eve of the polls. Billions of naira had earlier been spent by APGA, of which I monitored some disbursement, both at the party offices and homes of influential chieftains, and no bullion van was sighted. I was told that the PDP spent about 3 billion for the election, a paltry sum compared to what others spent. During the 2019 polls, I monitored the conduct of politicians from various angles and have documentations of how hundreds of billions were spent by both parties to procure support from relevant agencies. Yet no bullion van was dramatically displayed. Thank you for listening to this news. My viewers, the issue of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his unexpected and surprising bullion van matters should not bother us so much. To me, I would say that we should just let go the issue, pretend we never came in contact or never saw anything of such. Why did I say so? You see, I'm always saying it that this administration is a very biased administration. It's a very biased administration that has been biased since the day he assumed office as the president of the country. You see those bullion vans you see in the residence of the former governor of Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The president will not say that he's not aware the day that bullion van entered Lagos State, because any anything that is entering Lagos, before that thing will enter Lagos, the president is being informed by the minister in charge. He is being informed by the controller general in charge. So the president is aware, and the owner of that consignment, the controller general, will let the president to know. So what are we saying? The president is aware. Even before you set your eyes on the bullion van, the president have heard but has not set his eyes on it. But he knew that it was a bullion van. Or doesn't he know what a bullion van is anymore? So what are you troubling yourself for? Why are you disturbing yourself onto things that you don't need to bother yourself on? Since the number one citizen of Nigeria, which happens to be President Buhari, is not ready to do anything concerning the issue, so why drinking Panadol on matters that doesn't concern you? See, so far President Buhari could not do anything about it. Then you too cannot do anything about it. That is why Tinubu just folded his arms and was looking at you quietly, pretending he never knew about the protests. The protest people are protesting concerning the bullion van. Watching the president to see if he will say or cough. You are just the one disturbing yourself. You people are just the one disturbing yourselves. If the president really want to probe or call Tinubu to order, he will do that. But he doesn't want to do that because he knows that that bullion van issue is Bola Ahmed Tinubu's own share for installing him as president of this country. Don't you know? Don't you know the role Bola Ahmed Tinubu played for the installment of President Buhari as president of Nigeria? Don't you know? Are you not aware that he played the number one man role? He was at the front line of the campaign, of the installments. Don't you know? Don't you know that without Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President Buhari wouldn't have been installed? My viewers, so many things that we don't need to even bother ourselves about. We keep bothering ourselves because we don't even need to do that. We don't need to do that. These people keep playing on our intelligence and we keep bothering ourselves on matters that doesn't matter. My viewers, what's your take on this news? What's your observations? Please don't hesitate to leave your opinion and observation behind. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.